and welcome back to Redirecting. Well, a number of you shared a very interesting video with me this morning, and I decided that I definitely wanted to talk about this. It's a video where a man actually gets mad at his woman because she bought him a rental property instead of a Rolex. Yes. He wanted a Rolex, and she bought him a rental property. Of course, she had something else too. I think it was some cologne or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and roll the video, and then I will be right back.
Pool.
Here you go.
Okay. Open it for me. Let me see. See what she got. What the fuck?
Some cologne.
Cologne?
Yes.
What's in
Let me show. I bought you a rental property.
Hey! Now what about me? She bought him a rental property. Now that's a real boss
I'm
chick
fixing
right
this
there.
shit up.
That's a real boss chick right there. Okay. Oh, okay. I like that. I like that.
Dog, I want like a Rolex, a chain.
What I tell you?
Something. Fuck your rental property.
You got it home, nigga.
Where's this at?
Read it out.
Just on the east side.
Oh, Dex, this on Drexel.
Okay, so right now everybody is talking about this story, and I wanted to add my 2 cents into it because the Black community is off the chain, out of order, dysfunctional. And videos like this don't help anything. A lot of people are saying negative things about the woman because they are saying that she should have known her man better than that to know that he wouldn't have been interested in something like this. A lot of people are saying that, well, you can't expect him to just do this just because you bought it, and he may not want to fix that house up, and blah, blah, blah. Again, and this is not coming from just men, this is coming from women as well, saying negative things about the woman. Of course, there are those who are saying negative things about the man as well. In this situation, I'm looking at the whole thing. I do believe that she probably should have known her man better to know if this is something he would have taken on. But when you look at the heart of the matter, it is a gift. And it's a gift that's intended to encourage her man to do something beyond the scope of what he's used to doing. It's no small potatoes to buy a property, whether it's a fixer-upper rental, it doesn't matter. This woman, she went out and she bought a property. And she gave it to her man as a gift. So I'm still having trouble trying to figure out what is the problem with that, with those who have some extremely negative things to say. It is a gift, and it's a gift that is intended to encourage. Okay? Now, beyond all of that, we used to be real estate investors, so we do know that there's a lot of work involved in this. But when it comes to a relationship, in my opinion, this man should have at least faked it for the cameras. Everybody knew the camera was on. But to show that type of, I don't want to say ignorance because I'm not trying to call the man ignorant, but let me give you the base word of ignorant, ignore. To ignore the fact that this woman gave such a heartfelt gift, a gift of encouragement, a gift that is meant to improve. A rental property is something that you invest your time and your effort into, and then you rent it out for an income. Now, she may have had the drive and ambition to be a real estate investor, and this is probably why the gift was given in the first place. But his intentions or drive and ambition may have been different. For him to give that response the way he did, and say, I'm not fixing that SHIT up. That was a very sharp, harsh, naive, childish response. Again, I'm not trying to insult anyone. I'm not trying to insult anyone's man. A lot of people are saying stuff about this, but this is very problematic for the so-called Black community because this is the type of stuff that people are seeing. They are seeing where the woman is putting forth all this effort to try to make a relationship work, to try to do something positive in a relationship, and her reward is this type of response. And now you have a whole lot of brothers who are always saying that a black woman is not in her man's corner. A black woman this, black women that, black woman this, black woman that. Becky's are better because of this, that, and the other. But see, a lot of these same men don't talk about what many of us have seen. If we are being honest with ourselves, let's be honest here. I know from my experience and a lot of people that I know, black women have had a rough time dealing with some of our black men. Not all, because there are some wonderful black marriages out here. I'm married to a beautiful man. I thank the Most High for him. Okay? But let me just give you an example. My father, my bio dad, has some serious issues. Some serious issues. And I've talked about them before. I've heard all of the things that was done to my mother and to my half siblings by my bio dad. Okay. I've seen with my own eyes things that our men have done to our women. Okay. Now, I know you all want me to simultaneously talk about, well, what about you women? What about what you all do? Okay. This video is talking about this particular instant. Okay. And it's talking about how our women are always said to not be supportive of our men, which I know for a fact to be a cotton picking lie from what I've witnessed. Now, that is not to say that there are some black women who are not supportive of their men. I have talked about that before on my channel. But you have to understand, I'm a woman first. I'm a mother first. And when I see things that our women have had to endure at the hands of not just our own men, but the world in general. See, it's not just black men doing these things. The black woman has been the target of abuse for centuries by every race of people on this planet. And so it makes it that much more problematic when our men join in with these other nations who have gone around the world and populated the earth with their seed using the bodies of black women. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So everybody wants you to focus on the black woman when the scripture tells us to look to the head. Because when the head is out of order, the whole body is out of order. The black woman is out of order. Yes, she is. Not all, but en masse, the black woman is out of order. But you can't talk about her being out of order without talking about the head being out of order too. Because the man is supposed to be the leader, the head, the go-to person, the protector, all of this. And so this little show of ignorance that we saw in this video, this little show of ignorance, it just shows how very problematic the situation in the black community is. It shows that the dysfunction is off the chain and that we have much work to do. Now, this is a video that I can talk a whole lot on. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, though, because everyone is already talking. I'd rather focus on the black relationship and the black family in general at large, as we do a lot on this channel. But this video I just wanted to talk about because it really bothered me to see him respond in that way on camera for everyone to see how ungrateful he was. And to see the responses of other people, to hear that others are basically still blaming the black woman while at the same time complaining, saying that the black woman doesn't support her man. She doesn't want to do this. She doesn't want to do that. When I, as a black woman, knows for a fact that that is a cotton picking lie. Most of the women I know do support their men. And they do take a whole lot of stuff that other women of other nations just wouldn't take and tolerate. But see, our men use the fact that some of our women are fed up and tired of taking the garbage as an excuse to say that they are non-supportive and that this is why we go to white women, because they support you and they accept you and they are not always on you and they're not doing this and they're not doing that. And these same men refuse to accept the fact and own up to the fact that many of these Beckys go after them or come to them because of what's in their pants or what's in their pockets. And it has nothing to do with love. And it takes for you to go through hell and high water before you finally admit that the relationship you have with Becky wasn't all of that. I'm not trying to talk about Becky and Tyrone right now. I'm trying to talk about the fact that this black woman did something that she thought was going to be accepted by her man. And live and in living color, her story has gone viral because he did not appreciate what she did. I'm curious to know what everyone that watches this channel have to say in the comment section. Are you going to spin it in the direction of negativity towards the woman, or are you going to call it like it is and say that this man's response was very ungrateful, dysfunctional, out of order, and whatever else you want to label it as? That's my take on things. Everyone has their own opinions. Let me know yours in the comment section. I'm out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.